Yeah, hi everyone. Now I am going to show how to install a FTP on Linux machine and will show how to run the shell script code for transferring the files. Okay, for that we need a Linux machine. I am using AWS Cloud for that. I already installed AWS Linux EC2 Linux. So just first I will connect to this Linux machine. Those who don't know how to launch EC2, I'll just refer a link on the description part. You can refer that link. Okay. Now I am SSH to this Linux machine. Go to session, new, and here SSH and connect to the Linux machine. Okay. Now we have connected to the Linux machine. Okay. I'm just increasing the font. First, we need to move to the root user. We have logged in as a EC2, but we have to move with root privileges for installing installation and starting the services and doing some activities. We need to move as a root user. Okay, so you can check with this command pwd present working directory. Home EC2-user is a username. Okay, see, for our scenario, we need to install VSFTPD for running the FTP services on Linux machine. Okay, so copy this or you can just simply type it. Okay, first try to install this. Okay, and then you need to start the services. You have just installed the VSFTPD on the Linux machine, but you have to start the services. For that, service VSFTPD start, or you can first check the status. See, it is in inactive mode. So for activating your services, you need to give the command like VSFTPD start with service. Okay. Now, if you check the status of the VSFTPD, it will be in the running. Okay. So we have done with the installation, and we need a user with password. For this user, EC2 user, we don't have the password. So we have to create one user in this session. Okay, for that, sudo add user. You can name anything. I'm just giving my name. So it is showing already exist. So I'm just giving another name. So I'm just giving some other name. See, now I need to set a password for this user. For that, sudo password, okay, and username. Then it will ask the password for that particular user. I'm giving the password as same as username. So password tokens has updated successfully. Now we have a user on the Linux machine with the password. And we need to create an FTP folder. Suppose, let me explain you. Suppose, assume that this is AWS Cloud. AWS Cloud services or account. We can take different scenarios. Okay. In AWS account, you have different types of EC2s for different users. Okay. You can mention like developer, EC2 developer, and you can take one more EC2. Okay. like automating in it or whatever. Automation. Okay. See, this developer will develop the code, and daily he needs to push into some Bitbucket or Git repos or SVN, whatever, or code what we say code deploy or code commit, S3 location, whatever. Okay, for that, for automation part, separate users will be there. Okay, separate users will be there for automation part on the server side. So he will prepare the code for automating the services. Okay, suppose why FTP is used and in what kind of situations FTP may use. See, uh, developer may have read-only access. Okay, he have only read-only access, and he don't have only write options. He just need to look into the service which are running on EC2, and he need to check the files available on EC2, where automation engineer will develop the script for that. And suppose assume that this EC2 developer needs to put a file into this server, but he has only read-only option. At that time of scenarios, EC2 developer can deploy the file by using automation shell script code. The code will be developed by some other user. Okay, then he will deploy the file name like file name space. File name means the automation part, shell file. Okay, shell file, shell script file, and space file location, which file he needs to put into the server. So these kind of situations, the scenario will be used. Not only for these, just passing the files, it may be used for database access, it may be used for exporting database or connecting, updating the records. Okay, so many use cases will be there. For now, we'll just go and create the folder on the server Linux machine. For that, see, we have created one user, right? So if you go to the home path, if you hit LM, there your user will be available. See here, EC2, oh sorry, Arun 004 is our user, just we create. So I'm creating FTP folder on under that user, inside that user. See, initially there is no folders and files in that user. So create one FTP folder. You can mention no anything. I'm just naming it as for identification purpose. I'm just creating as FTP. Okay. Now I am navigating to the FTP. See, currently we are in this path: home, username, and FTP folder. Okay. We have installed services, and we have not yet started the service. Oh, sorry, I think we have started the services, and we have created user, and we have created one folder for the FTP backup files. Okay, now we need to edit this config file while installation and starting the services of VSFTPD. The conf file will be there in the server, Linux server. Copy this and paste it, hit enter. See here, you need to make sure that you need to enable this, right? Enable, and you have to pass this local root. See here, local roots will refer to this home, username, FTP, path of the FTP folder, and the port numbers. Different port from different users based upon their network, and the port numbers varies. So you can mention the target ports like this, and you need to allow these ports on your Linux machine. Okay, for now, first I'll just copy this you need to go to the down for this page. Okay, and press I in the keyboard and enter and paste it. So now see, it is taking some space inventions. So just hit backspace. See here, user is my username. What is my username? Arun 004 is the username. Take off this. Okay. And now we need to enable the write enable equals to yes. Okay. If you you can search it. Press escape slash type write enable. See, it is already enabled. See here it is showing with we need to uncomment it and we need to enable it. It is already uncommented, so no issues. We can ignore this step. We can ignore this step. Okay. Sometimes now we need to save and quit the file. For that, press escape shift colon WQ exclamation mark. Okay. And now we have installed FTPD and we have created user and we have created FTP folder for the FTP access, means for getting the files into the FTP folder from different locations or different users. We just need to pass for giving access FTP username and password. Okay, and now we have created a username user, but we need to give the privileges for this FTP part. For that, you have to run this command for running the permissions. See, my username is Arun 004, right? And you have to give the same. And here you have to change the username. Okay, come to the end of this command, hit enter. Now, for this is used for accessing the FTP files or read write access for this user to FTP folder. Okay, now we have to run this command for permissions. Means, see, suppose if I come back and hit LL, see, initially read write execute for user. This is user and this is group. For group read execution and others will have read and execution. Write option is not there, right? So if you run this command, sorry, the permissions will be changed. Copy this and paste it. You have to replace your username here. Okay. If you hit LL, okay. See, the execution permission for the group is there now. Okay. So clear the screen and now change settings. See, if it is in the Linux machine, you are trying, suppose if you are trying to install the FTP on Linux machine, you have to enable these things. Okay, obviously for different machines, different things will be there. See, suppose SC Linux is enabled, then it won't work. You have to disable it by running these commands. By default, it will be in disable mode, but you have to check it out. Then only the FTP will be worked for us. Finally, we have to restart the services of VSFTP. Restart. Now the services have become restart. Finally, just run this command for flushing IP tables. So finally, we are in a user FTP folder. Okay, LL, there is no files, right? So I'm just trying from my local machine uh, how FTP connection is working on the local machine. See, this is my server. Now I am connecting to the local machine. See, CD space D drive. Okay, I'm just enabled my local machine. See, FTP IP. IP you have to provide for the FTP, and IP we have to provide the server IP. FTP server IP means you have installed FTP server configurations on this machine. So copy this FTP server IP and paste it here. Hit enter. It will ask username and password. If everything went good, it will ask the username and password. It is taking some time. Let us see how it works. Sometimes, see, connection timed out. This will happen because you have not enabled the port numbers. Okay, for that, you can allow all the ports. If you don't know, you can just enable all the ports with anywhere. Okay, now hit buy and try again. See, it is asking the user. Okay. Oh, sorry, I have entered the wrong user. So we'll do one more time with the Arun Arun 004 is the username, right? And password to same. So now we have connected to the FTP server. Suppose, let me show you in my local machine. I have the file on this path. Okay. How to move this path, this one of these file to the server, FTP server. For that, see, I'll just closing this window and I will minimize the screen. Okay, and now I will connect to the server FTP Arun, sorry, Arun 004 is the user and same password to same. Oh, something went wrong. So try it again. Arun 004. Arun 004. Login succeeded. Now you can check where, see, you have connected to the FTP server. But if you don't know what is the current working directory on the FTP server, you can check it here by using pwd. See, this is the path where you are trying to put the files from local to remote machine, right? So this is the correct path. So no worries about that. So you have to navigate to the local path. See, local path is some different path. You can copy it or you can type it. So first type pass. Then the passive mode will on. Means then only you will able to connect to the server. If the passive mode is off, you will not be able to connect with the FTP server. See, I will show you both the scenarios. No worries about that. See, for navigating to the local directories, you need to type LCD, local common directory. Okay, you need to paste the address, hit enter. See, no such file is available. It is showing like that. So LCD C drive, just give the user slash, it will not take forward slash. So I'm just ignoring that and I am typing it. Okay, see, now local directory is now in this path where my files are located. If you hit ls, it will show the list of the files. Okay, here the common directory listing ls-l. So somehow it is not showing. No issues. We know, right? We have already local path and we have 3 files. So now I need to push one of these files to the server. The file name is index.html. Okay, you can just type index.html, hit enter. See, it is showing okay to send okay to send data, transfer complete. 51 bytes sent in seconds. How many seconds? If you go to the server now, see here the server tab is there. Just go here and hit LL. Oh, it is disconnected. No issues. We'll connect one more time, or I think it will be there. Just a minute. I need to check it out IP from here. 57. Okay. 57. This one. Okay. We'll just connect again to this server. Okay. Sudo su, and now I'm just closing this. And now we need to go to the path of FTP, where it is here on 004 user. Under this user FTP folder, right? Hit LL. See, the index.html file is transferred from local machine to the server. See, if you have any doubt about this file, you can just simply check with the timestamp. See, by hitting the date command, you will get the timestamp. Say May 11th, 10:53. See, the file is transferred May 11th, 10:51. See, I'm just transferring one more file from here. Okay, put the second file name is home.html. Hit enter. See, it is also transferred. If you click on the server LL, see the home.html file also transferred. See, you can also check the data in the file by giving your file names with the cat command, same as another file. So now this is normally connecting the FTP server from the local machine, and we are trying to run the file, transferring files from local to server with the manual. I don't need to enter every command on the means sorry, not this one. Yes, yes. So I think I have disconnected with this. No issues. I need to automate the, sorry, first I need to go. Yes, I need to automate the files. For that, what I'm doing is I'm just emptying the files for the server side. I'm making empty the server folder, FTP server folder. There is no files in the server. Now again, I am coming back. See, I will just go to the file location of the shell script file. I will show you the content. Okay. See, I will show you the file content now. See, this is the content of the file FTP file transfer. See, this is the host IP and username, password, upload path. And here locally we are typing local path, means cd lcd command. This is the upload path. Okay, see, you can just simply run this file. I'll just close this. Okay, now by running the shell script file, we can upload the files to the server. See, here I am giving the local path, users, AWS AR, OneDrive, where the file location. You have to give the location of the folder here, space, and the file name, find.html. We have 3 files, right? I have pushed the 2 files in by manual interruption. Now I am trying to upload the find.html file by using automation code. Hit enter. Now this find.html code will go and sit into the, excuse me, it will go and sit into the EC2. Okay, EC2 FTP folder. I think it is taking time because of, yes, not connected. Why? Because network issues. So it is not connected. I have connected. Let me try once again. If the network is good, it will go and sit into the, excuse me. Due to network issues, it is not transferring the file. Otherwise, the file will be go and sit into the server. Sorry, it is not connected. Why? Because I have to change the server details on this file. I have given a old IP, so it is not connecting. So just remove this IP and you need to copy the server FTP server public IP and paste it here. And you need to give the username and password. I have given the old one, so it is not connected. Okay, now it will work. Save it, WQ exclamation, and now try to run this command. It will work. See, the data is transferred successfully, login successful, and it is currently in server path, and we have moved to the local path, and we have uploaded the data. Now I am just going to the server tab and hit LN. The file will be there. And same, you can check it out by using cat command. Okay, this is the only line I have on my HTML page. Okay. Okay, if you have any queries, you can please comment out and will reach me. I will share my WhatsApp number. You can reach me. Thank you for watching.